just touch on this quick.
Okay.
Tama Tonga, son of Haku, rumored to be going to WWE. Just
Yes,
another person to add to the bloodline.
possibly. Not necessarily.
That's why we got question marks.
Yeah. So there's reports on both, of course, because the
Of course.
immediate thing is you see he's Islander, he's not Samoan, I believe he's Tongan. So there is a little bit of a difference. However, so that was one thing that people said. Automatically bloodline, right? Especially given the timing, because he could show up at Mania for all we know. But then at the same time, I think that they were not necessarily him, but I believe his father was on the family tree that The Rock
Haku.
put up. And I also think that The Rock has referenced like his relationship with Toma's dad. And people were posting like he bought him a truck like a couple years ago. And so they do have a close relationship. So I would say it's not out of the realm of possibilities. So, I mean, you expected this, just like we said, like Jacob Fatu is probably going to show up at some point. And I would like to think that it's just going to play into the idea that we've talked about it being the Avengers, because
It's
I
gonna be so
really
awesome.
I want it to be like,
Cool.
Samoan Dynasty versus like Team Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? Like that would be fine. I don't want it to come in the form of what we've been seeing, where what was it was it only a year ago that Solo came up, or was it 2 years ago? It was 2.
When did
A
he
year
fight Drew?
Oh yeah, a year and a half ago. Right. Yeah. So I don't want it to be like that again. Like I don't want to see like a bunch of masked, hooded, Samoan guys just
Oh,
showing
I
up in the
want the
middle.
garb. I want the cultural. I
Well,
want
not
it all.
not that. I'm saying I don't want their like debuts to be like, oh yeah, Roman had them
Oh,
chilling in a
helping.
black
Oh,
hoodie to come and make sure Cody loses. Like that's the thing that I don't want to see. So, I hope that if his plan or their plan for him is to be a part of the bloodline, that's not the way it happens, or if it does, it is more of like this team versus this team, so that they're more equally matched. Then okay, yeah, this guy's gonna come in and do his finisher to Cody, and then Roman retains. Like I don't want to see that again. So
I thought this is a very interesting point because
that's
he's
right. Yes, I
he's for
saw that he
life.
was. Oh my god, when people started saying that, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with him because I haven't watched a ton of New
All I know,
Japan.
he has one of the best. Yeah,
Yeah, so I saw people talking about that, and that was why some people were freaking out, because they were like, "Oh my god, what if he comes back and reignites the OC?" Which I still hate that it has to be the OC. I really wish it could have just been the club. I loved when it was just the club. I know that they can't use Bullet Club, but it's like I wish that they could have just gone back to being the club, because I wanted to see that with Finn. I wanted to see like the legitimate, like, them with Finn and AJ. Like I wanted to see that in WWE.
Wrestling
So
fans wanted it. They
I think
wanted it.
I wouldn't be mad about that, because I also think that that would be unexpected, because as I said, there was only a few people that were mentioning his connections to the Bullet Club. So most people were saying bloodline, 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 obviously. So I feel like it would be kind of cool if they brought him back and he actually did go to NXT and kind of like swerved everybody, being like, "Oh, you thought I was going to go to the bloodline?" Like that would be kind of fun.
A little secret, Sarah. I think he would be better off in NXT. He
I think
and
I
yes,
think if you want to um establish yourself as yourself, that's what I think you need, cuz like that was what Solo did. They very easily could have brought Solo to the main roster, given him another name, he could have just been Josh Uso or whatever. One of their real names.
yeah, like
One of
just
their real
randomly.
names is Josh. I can't remember. But they could have just named him another Uso, said he was, "Oh, this is Josh Uso." And it was like, no, he wanted to go to NXT, hence even his name, like Solo, because he wanted to be a person on his own. And I would say since joining the bloodline, he's kind of like faded into the distance, because he's just like clumped into this group that he doesn't really have his own identity. And so I feel like if you are being introduced to a WWE audience for the first time, for the most part, nearly everybody, it would be beneficial for you to go to NXT and create your own character and your own
Mhm.
identity, and then you can join the Bloodline. Because there are the rumors of, the Bloodline story is going to continue post Mania. We might see like Team Rock versus Team Roman. So if that's the case, then at least Tama could become a fixture in WWE on his own, and then we could see him join the Bloodline at some point later down the road.